Hey, this is Russ. Yeah, I'm back out on the road again. Yeah, it's a little after 8 in the morning at about 71 degrees outside. My perfect weather. Yeah, what am I riding? I am riding the new Engwe L20 3.0. Yep. Why are we taking this bike out? Well, I've got to take a couple of photos for Engwe. They wanted to see some photos of the bike in different areas. So, okay, I said I could do that. Let's wait here. Yeah, so I'm just going to some different areas that might be interesting for people to see in case they want to put together an Engwe ad or something like that. It's okay. I don't mind doing that. Got to get out on the bike anyway, do my daily ride when the weather's decent. So yeah, I said, yeah, no problem. I'll send you some photos. They want verticals. Well, it's okay. For photos, that's fine if that's what they want. I think the thing is that so many people now use things like Instagram and other things that require a vertical shot. So I supplied them with a number of horizontal shots, but they needed some more vertical shots. So I said, okay. No problem. I can go out and do it some more. Not a big deal. There's a lot of cars on the road here this early in the morning. Well, all the buses are coming out probably because they've dropped off all the school kids. So we got to contend with the buses. Okay, there we go. 13 miles an hour. What's this thing say? 15 miles an hour, 15, I don't know. I don't know if there's somebody behind me or not. Now, you might notice that I don't have a side view mirror on this bike. Why is that, Russ? Never got around to doing it. Yeah, I did the review, and I didn't put it on even on that, and then they asked me to do these photos, and I didn't get a chance to put it on anyway, so it's okay. It's okay. Well, you should put a side view mirror on or something that shows you the back view so you know if cars are coming towards you or not. I don't even like being on this thing, as I told you guys. This is a parking lane, but so many cars around, I think I have to just to let them through. All right, I'm gonna cut across over here and move over to this way. Then we're gonna take a left at this intersection here. Let's do that now. Put the hand out there. There's no turn signals on this bike, so you do have to use your hand signals. I typically put my left hand out for the left turn and right hand out for the right turn. I think that's more instinctive. I don't do the left hand facing up for a right turn. I think that just confuses more people. Not everybody knows what it is. They should know it, but not everybody knows what that means. You stick your right arm all the way out and point to the right, they're gonna know you're right turning, yeah. You do whatever you wanna do, but that's what I do. All right, you guys are familiar with this general area. Let's see here. Let's go through here. Well, let's see. Motorized vehicles prohibited. That would be us, I guess. They're actually classifying us now in the motorized vehicles. Whereas in the past, they used to say gas-powered motorized vehicles is really what they were talking about. All right, let's take a photo over here by the water here. So I'm gonna put it up here on the grass. Let's do this. Let's find a clean looking area. Not by a dandelion. We're gonna move that out of the way. Okay, let's do this. I'll go for this angle. You guys still see me? All right, let me pull up the phone app here. Yeah, just a phone photo. That's all they want. Oh, they want a vertical, sorry. They want a vertical. Now I'm giving them enough space up on top. I don't know if you can see my phone here. This way they can put text on there. I'll do one lower so they can put text down there. See, you give them some flexibility. They can do whatever they want then, right? If I make it too tight, there's no space for putting text anywhere. All right, well, I'm halfway through it, so let me go forward a little bit more. This is a general area where I do my reviews anyway, as you know. Not on this particular angle, but this is the little reservoir or pond or whatever you want to call it that I stand in front of to do the reviews. So, okay, here. Let's put one right by the park bench here. Okay. Yeah, kickstand down. Yeah, give them some variety. You guys still see the bike? Okay, let's see. Phone app. Let's give them one like this. Let's give them one like this. Yeah, that'll give them something. They don't need a lot. They said, yeah, 8 or 10 of them, that's fine. No big deal. Back on the bike we go. Well, the thing is at 8 in the morning, you've got certain sun coming in, so I'm shooting against the sun. That wasn't good. But sometimes that might be the style that they're looking for. All right, let's get off of this before anyone says anything to us. There's no motorized vehicles on here. What do you got a motor for? Let's pedal so we don't look so suspicious. Gave her the head nod. The head nod, do you know what the head nod is? That's when you don't want to wave, you give them the head nod. All right, let's go down this way here. Go down this way. Look at all this, what is this, cable stuff here. They're building out something. All right, let's turn back. Let's go back this way. Yeah, cruise the neighborhoods. I don't want to give them a shot in front of somebody's house. Don't want to do that. So anyway, this bike is set up for 20 miles per hour throttled. We can pedal faster. Let's see. Did I set this up faster? I can't remember. I set this up for what class? Maybe still sitting on class 2. So, bike route. Let's go this way. It says bike route. All right. Let's go forward. Somebody asked me recently about motor whine. Yeah, you do hear a little bit of motor whine on this bike. They asked me if it was quieter than some other bike. Certain bikes have certain sounds. There's no way around it. Other bikes, more quiet. So it depends on the motor, it depends on the manufacturer. But this one does have a slight amount of motor whine. A lot of us have gotten used to it though, because it's not unusual to hear it. But the nice part is they have street tires on this bike, and with the street tires, you don't hear the whine of the tire on the road, which makes the motor sound like it's louder than it might be on some other models from other companies. But it could very well be very similar. It's just that the street noise from the tire is missing, so you notice the motor more. Does that make sense? So whatever, you know. All right, where else are we going here? I turned there, I thought we were going in the right direction. I guess this is just gonna bring us back to this other side. All right, that's okay. I don't usually come down this general area as much. I only usually come down here during a review. Then I always forget what what street I'm on and which direction I'm facing. I should use the sun, right? All right, now we're back to where we started. That's okay. Let's cut through. Just went around in a circle. Oh well. Go around in a circle, head back out of here. Head back out of here. I was looking at the sign, it said no parking anytime. I should put the bike in front of it. How about we put it in front of a stop sign? We know that doesn't happen for me. No, now that would be mean to give them a photo like that, now wouldn't it? All right, let's make our turn here. Now I do slow down. There's no cars, I go, but I don't always do a full stop, as you know. Yeah, nice day for a bike ride. Just kind of go around town. But it's going to be hot today. I think it's going to hit like 84, 86, something like that. So I usually go early in the morning when that happens, because then it's a decent breeze. It's not hot, it's not cold. I've got my vest on, I've got my gloves on, I got my helmet on, got sunglasses on. Person on a scooter on the sidewalk, which is technically now illegal in our area. Yeah, they passed an ordinance around here, no scooters, no bikes on sidewalks. Yeah, kids don't know that. And that's where the police will stop them. Yeah, they're not really out to hassle us, the adults. They're gonna hassle the kids, that's what they told me. Well, they're not gonna hassle them, but they're gonna inform them, hey, you can't be on the sidewalk, you gotta be on the street if you ride that thing, don't ride too fast, blah, 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 blah. So. Morning. So anyway, kids don't know all these things yet, so we have to stop them at least once and tell them. So they're more in a phase of educating the kids first before they'll do anything serious with them. Like they told me, they said, we're not really interested in ticketing people. We just want people to be safe, and we're just going to get the word out that that's what they need to do. So that's okay. Put the fear in the kids. Put the fear in the kids. Stopped by the police, you know. All right. Well, in general, the police in our area is not too bad. Well, I don't know. Maybe they're just not too bad to me. But no, most of them are pretty friendly. This general area, we don't have that many major crimes that occur, but things happen. You get your occasional homicide here and there, that type of thing. But it's not like in the heart of the city, heart of Chicago or something, then you've got more potential issues going on. But suburbs, typically, you'll get your domestic disputes and all that kind of thing. But you don't have that many homicides in our area. And people always ask me, why do you always talk about homicides? Because I used to work in the homicide area. I was an evidence technician. I've been to my share of crime scenes, right? Yeah, they've done a lot of construction in our roads, and so you got to kind of be aware of what roads have the new black top on there, because they'll get all over your tires. Then you bring it back in your house. Some of them have already dried up now at this point, so I can go over it. But I was at another road earlier before I turned the camera on, and the guys are still putting the black top on. So I'm not gonna ride over that thing. That's fresh. That'll get all over your tires, then you roll it into your house. Nope, not doing that. So you've seen me in the past where I ride up to something that says, you know, fresh oil or something, and I'll just turn around. I'm not going through the fresh oil. After a while, it dries out a little bit. I don't know why they do that. They put oil down first. Morning. Yeah, another big cable thing. Look at that. Now let's take a right over here. Cruising the neighborhoods. Cruising the neighborhoods. Let's take a left over here. Nobody's around us. Any other good places we can take a photo for them? What do you think? Okay, now everyone's gonna stop now. Now that last car that came from the right should have waited. Should have waited until I went, but hey, some people more courteous than others, right? All right. Where else is there a good place for them? Hunting for spots to take a photo. That's okay. The nice part is the Engwe charges up really fast. They gave us that 8 amp charger. Now, it was pointed out to me on my review, I said 8 amp hour. No, that's a slip of the tongue. It's 8 amps. 8 amp hours is the rating that's on batteries. 8 amps is how much current draw you're gonna get out of that charger. So an 8 amp charger is gonna charge up a lot faster than, say, a 2 amp charger. It'll be 4 times as fast as a 2 amp charger. And many of the bikes that are on the market today will give you 2 or 3 amp chargers. These guys gave you an 8 amp charger. Now, some people will say that the fast charging is not as good for your battery. That's actually kind of true, yeah. But today, a lot of people want to get on their bike as fast as they can. They don't want to sit around and wait for this thing to charge up, because some of the bikes, you know, could take 8 hours to charge. All right, these guys are gonna do, all right, that street's got stuff they're working on. I'm not doing that. We're turning around. I just hopped off and I'm just kind of inching my way across here. Let's get back on the bike. Now, I see those construction guys, I turn around and go the other way. I don't want that stuff all over my tires. Forget it. All right, let's go down this way. Let's take a right. Put the right arm out. Let the guy know I'm turning. All right, anyways, I'm just gonna go around looking for spots until I find a couple of photos to take for them and call it a day on this bike. Anyways, if you liked the video, go ahead and hit the like button. Let me know what you think of the photos if you were able to see the cell phone. I think you could. If you couldn't see it, I won't know until I edit the video. I have no idea. Don't know how that would have turned out, but I hope you were able to see it. Anyways, hit the like and subscribe button. I'll talk to you guys next time.